Hello and welcome. Jonathan Bradshaw here with this week's Metology Minute, exploring the fascinating psychology powering exceptional people skills. And this week I've got a really practical, simple tip, science-based, that you can use immediately this video has finished if you want to connect with someone, if you want them to rate you as more likable, more positively, and you just have a few minutes of interaction in which to do so. The research I'm referring to comes from the USA, from Harvard Business School. They undertook some investigations into how the amount of questions, the number of questions that we ask someone when we're interacting with them affects the likability, the positivity in which the other people see us. And it seems it really does. Because in this research, the people who are rated most likable, most positively, were those who'd been told to ask in the interaction at least 9 questions of the other person. Those who were rated the lowest were the people who generally had been told they could only ask a maximum of 4. So when encouraged to ask lots of questions, it led to the people concerned being rated more positively. Well, I think we probably know that. But there's a second element to this, which is the core of this week's Metology Minute, because the type of questions you, when you next interact with someone, ask seems important too. The questions that seem to have the most impact on people's likability were questions that related to the earlier part of the conversation, because by doing so, the person concerned was deemed to have been listening. They were saying, "Oh, a couple of minutes ago you mentioned this. Tell me more about that." That was great. Imagine you right now when someone says to you, "I'm interested in what you said about that earlier on. Can I ask you about that?" It's a lovely bonding experience, isn't it? So really simple this week. Harvard Business School. Ask lots of questions if you want to connect with someone, if you want them to rate you positively, but ask the right type of questions. Show that you've been listening. Ask them about something they mentioned earlier on in the conversation. Simple stuff. I'll be back in a week's time with another Metology Minute, exploring the fascinating science behind how you and I connect, interact, and communicate effectively with other people. Have a good week, and I'll see you in 7 days. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.